Hey, it's Christine Walsh. Welcome to Made for Money, the podcast made for women like you who know they are made for money. And I'm your host, financial coach for the past 10 years, accountant for the past 15-ish years, and previous Wall Street senior vice president turned ski bum and serial entrepreneur. I've seen a lot and I've heard a lot when it comes to money and women. This is season 2 of Made for Money. The first 13 episodes have been about my approach to money and my philosophy to money. It's an approach that's considered outside the box. It's innovative, it's thought-provoking, and it's thinking about money differently. Look, the game of money has changed, but for many of us women, our operating system and how we think about money and how we feel about money and how we act with our money hasn't kept up. And so this podcast is about changing that. Welcome back to the Made for Money podcast. This week on Made for Money, if you think I love talking about money, today I'm talking about what I really love to talk about, which of course has to do with, guess what? Money. This episode will change your relationship to two currencies in your life, time and money. Today we're diving heart first, head second into cash flow. The forgotten red-headed stepchild of financial leadership in business. And let's get it straight right off the bat. It's not just about cash. It's cash flow. Flow. Let's let that land first and foremost. Okie dokie. This simple and impactful tool will change how you do, fake finger quotes, money forever once you implement it in your business. So let's start with my invitation to you into all of this, or perhaps initiation into all of this, and what it means to be in the flow and how that does connect to money. So to start off, I love this idea of connecting words and finding the etymology out of words, and currency literally comes from the Latin word currens, to run, to move, a condition of flowing. It's meant to circulate. It comes in, it goes out, it comes back again. And most of us have not been taught about that relationship of movement. Most of us are running around thinking that money is linear and just goes up in a straight line, one direction. And it's either in or it's out, and very segmented, if you will, until now. The concept of flow has been a key component in my approach to working with money and my clients for as long as I've had the business, 10 years plus now. Flow energetically and flow practically, tactically, cash flow. So I love that we'll be talking about that today, and I'll be going to speak to both pieces. The part of this season that we're in is very much about boots on the ground, and I don't want to lose that, but I think it's important for us to step into the energetics of flow as well as the practical, tactical piece of flow, because we can't have one without the other. And the financial leadership platform that I'm building for women founders is all based in flow. From the cash flow management tool being created, to financial education, to the exquisite community being built, all flow, all day. That's how money rolls in my world, and is the invitation to you today, and with Moneta, which is what I'm building. And I'll speak to that in a little bit on, how you can get involved with that. When you work with flow, you work with the natural cycle of the world. You work with the natural cycle of your body, your business, and your money. That's just nature. That's what flow is. And here's the thing about money and flow. Flow invites in ease. It invites in reciprocity. It takes in movement. It's being connected to something bigger than ourselves. It's very in the moment. And we experience that through our body. We experience that when we breathe. We experience that when we're in a yoga class or at a dance party or wedding. Seems like where I dance often now. I don't get too many dance parties anymore, sometimes at home. When we let something move through us versus holding it in, when we speak our truth from our heart, we know flow is present. And we also know when flow is not present. it's tense. It's actually stagnant, perhaps. It's over controlling. And even for my money avoiders out there, it can feel the energy of avoidance. And I see you all out there, and I'm here for you. So to layer back this idea of money coming into flow, right? We're talking about cash flow today. This stagnancy in your energetics, in your body, in your way of being, in how you move through the world, how you perceive the world, will also show up in your money. So my first question to you today is, well, I think I know the answer. Do you want more cash? Do you want more money? Do you want more money moving through your business? Then before we even look at the numbers, we need to acknowledge your relationship with flow. And why we do that is because your energy will always precede the outcome. Your state of being will always precede the outcome. It'll always lead it all day long. So in simple ways, I'm asking you, where can you actually find flow today? Not before we get to the money part, where can you find flow today? With your breath, perhaps, in your body, through dance at a wedding or at your house tonight, through movement, through yoga, through just even the idea of like moving your hands through the air. It could be with your voice, singing, saying what needs to be said to someone. It could be in the environment. Super warm day here in Colorado. We're going to take a walk down to the river, watching that flow through the river. If you don't have a body of water near you, maybe it's under a sink faucet, you turn on a bath or something like that, and you feel that flow coming out of the faucet. And then where in your business and your money is there stagnancy? Where might you have to clean out your wallet or your purse, or clean up piles of papers, or maybe even one pile to start, or go through a file cabinet? Where do you need to open up space and flow for money to come in? What feels stagnant in your financial field? And little ways here are more potent than big ways. So if you're looking for like the biggest bang for your buck, I'd actually go real small, because small flow means movement. It's not about the quantity of it. It's about the quality of it. And when our energy is in flow, everything else also flows. So let's then take that and move it into real life, the real deal, boots on the ground, financial, like what does cash flow look like in my business? And you actually can do this in your personal life too. The idea is for both. Obviously, we talk about women and business and money and power and the reclamation of all of that coming together. But this obviously can be overlaid at home. So what is cash flow? Cash flow is essentially the movement of money through your bank account, through your business, matched to time. It's your two currencies of time and money coming together. It's looking at where you are now, what's coming in, what's going out, and where you will end up. It happens naturally, but it's amplified when it's directed. And what I see with most women entrepreneurs is that they see the money coming in and they see the money going out, and definitely don't feel in control or super clear about it because it's not being directed. This is the thing about money. It loves to be told what to do. Your kids may not like to be told what to do. Your dog may not like to be told what to do. Your person, your significant other, totally may not like to be told what to do. But money loves it. So let's actually take advantage of it here. And this is exactly why, behind the scenes of all of the things that I do, I'm building Moneta, the first cash flow management tool built for women founders. Because this tool brings women back into right relationship with money and flow. It leads it, it directs it with power, with presence. It marries structure and flow together. That's what Moneta does on the basis of cash flow. And it's all its brilliant synergy. And I'm in the early stage of developing the software, which means you, if you are interested, get to be a part of creating it. Talk about some good flow. And I will have a link to the website you can drop in on the show notes below. So if you feel interested in that, I would love to have you a part of it. So let's just take cash flow back into simplicity, which is my sweet spot of taking some complex money terms and bringing them into simplicity and bring that into real terms now that you're in the flow, and how you can apply that in your business this week. So grab a sheet of paper or pop open an Excel spreadsheet, whatever, and jump into your bank account online, whatever, and get that bank balance. Just grab that number as of today and write that down. You can pause the recording. All right. Now consider and list out between today and a week from today, 7 days, what money you are expecting in. Expecting. This doesn't have to be exact science. I just want you to get into the principle of this. So what money are you expecting in between now and a week from today? And you can total those numbers up of what those money amounts are, or if it's one amount, whatever it is. Take those money amounts and add it to the beginning bank balance that you pulled from your bank account, and you'll get a subtotal. Now, I want you to think about what money is going out in your biz. And again, it doesn't have to be an exact science. It could be the bigger things. It could be things that just came to mind. But between now and 7 days from now, what money is going out? And you can list those out individually, add those up. And when you get that subtotal, subtract that subtotal from the original total you have, where you have that bank balance, you have what you came in with, what's coming in, and then subtract out everything that's going out. And you will end up with your ending cash position a week from today. That's visibility. That's cash flow. So how this can unfold, right? I want to just speak to a client of mine, so multi-six-figure client, bringing in the money, traction was happening every single month. Definitely feel like she's like, okay, where did the money go? Have we ever felt that? I felt that for sure. She would have these, 40K months, 30K months, 50K months, whatever. And then look at her bank account 2 weeks later and think like, where did it all go? And I want to point out, because some of us may feel in a similar space, like, am I being irresponsible? I suck with money. I don't know how to work this stuff, or I'm at the effect of this thing. Like, I don't know where the money goes. This was like things that were coming up constantly for her. And it all boils down to, she really just didn't have visibility in her cash flow, because she wasn't irresponsible. She was making the money, but she wasn't directing it, and it was moving out on its own. Think of the river just overflowing the banks, like just going everywhere. So of course she would come to me and feel super reactive and defensive about, where's the money going? Why can't I keep more of it? It's the story I've heard so often, and I have also been there. But once we mapped out her cash flow, as I just laid out, beginning bank balance, what's coming in, what's going out, and ending bank balance over a period of time, she could actually see and feel what was happening for her money. And she got into a place where she could feel that she could direct the money. So you could literally see like the financial stress melt off of her. The key thing here that I want to point out is nothing about her revenue changed. That's the important part. But everything about her experience of money and how she felt with it, how she embodied being in relationship with it did. She felt the groundedness. She felt the clarity. She felt, of course, more in control. And I remember joking with her. I was like, how's your sleeping? And she's like, so much better. And that's the power of cash flow. Definitely helps you sleep at night, amongst other things. This is the thing. Most women are looking at their profit and loss statements, if they're even looking at them. And what they actually need to be leading and looking at is their cash flow. If I was to start a business over and I knew nothing about money and somebody said cash flow is where you need to be looking, that's the thing I would learn. If I did not learn anything else about money, I mean, outside of making it, managing it, and then amplifying it. All right. I'm just going to speak to 3 mistakes though that I see around cash flow and generating revenue in general for women founders. Number 1, bank balance decision making. This is where folks confuse revenue with what is actually available and not understanding the link that money coming into the bank may already be spoken for. And that might be up in someone's head, but that's not how you run a business. Cash flow management fixes that. Number 2, looking back instead of forward. If you're looking at your QuickBooks and you're looking at your profit and loss, you're most likely looking backwards. And if you're the visionary business founder that I know you to be, you're not going backwards. You're wanting to go forward. So cash flow looks forward. And it also calms your future financial fears big time. Any financial anxiety goes away because it looks forward and it quells that piece of you. Number 3, avoiding the numbers altogether and calling it intuition or spiritually guided and hoping for the best. Sorry, but hope is not part of a business. It's part of a hobby. So think about it. Where do you want more cash? Where do you want more cash flow? But you're not wanting to step into flow. If I knew nothing about money and business, I would know cash flow. Why? Because the stats do not lie. The numbers do not lie. 82% of businesses fail because of cash flow mismanagement, not knowing where the money's going. So get in the flow. I want you to sit with this week. This is a big topic. It's my favorite topic to talk about. So if you have comments, questions, feedback, thoughts about it, definitely DM me. Let it sit with you. Don't wait too long though. Your time and your money, these 2 currencies are flowing by you. If this episode landed for you, I bet there is another woman in your life who needs less money drama and more money flow in her life. I'd be so grateful if you share it. And remember, you were made for money and money was made to flow through women like you. Until next week, bye for now.